Today, we are diving deep into Elon Musk's grand vision for the future of humanity. We're talking about a future of just radical abundance, but one that could also completely change what it even means to be human.
And really, this one question from Musk himself kind of frames this entire conversation. He thinks we are standing at a massive fork in the road, right? A choice between a utopian Star Trek future and, well, a pretty dystopian Terminator one.
And look, this is not just some philosophical thought experiment. A recent Pew survey found that 45% of Americans would actually rather live in the past. I mean, just think about that. That's an incredible number, and it shows you just how deep this anxiety about the future really runs.
So, what is this huge force that's driving all this uncertainty? Well, Musk has a pretty dramatic name for it. He calls it the supersonic tsunami. His argument is that we're not waiting around for some future event called the singularity. We're living inside of it, right now. This tidal wave of accelerating technological change is already here, and it's reshaping our world faster than we can even keep up. So this technological tsunami, it's pushing us towards one of two very different futures. On one hand, you've got the Star Trek dream, right? Abundance, creativity, exploration, and something Musk calls universal high income. And on the other hand, well, you've got the Terminator nightmare. This is the choice that's right in front of us.
But, and this is a huge but, Musk is very clear that the path to that better future is not going to be some smooth, easy ride. He predicts this transition period where we're going to see chaos and opportunity, prosperity and social unrest, all happening at the exact same time. It's going to be a bumpy ride for sure.
Okay, but let's say we can navigate that bumpy road. What does the solution, that Star Trek future, actually look like? Let's dig into this idea of an age of abundance.
Now, a huge piece of this vision is a concept he calls universal high income, or UHI. But you know what? It's probably not what you're thinking.
See, Musk doesn't see this as a government handout program. He sees it as just the natural outcome of economics. The logic goes something like this. AI and robots make the production of goods and services nearly infinite. That means the cost of labor and even intelligence itself just plummets towards zero. And because of that, the prices for everything, I mean everything, drop like a rock, leading to what he playfully calls universal high stuff.
So, to be super clear, this is not a political policy he's talking about. It's an economic consequence. It's a future where technology makes things so incredibly cheap that they basically become available to everyone.
So what makes a future like that even possible? Well, Musk points to three absolutely massive technological pillars that he believes make this age of abundance not just possible, but pretty much inevitable.
It really all comes down to three things: limitless intelligence from AI, limitless labor from humanoid robots, and limitless energy from the sun. And when you put these three together, they create this incredible feedback loop of just radical productivity.
And when it comes to energy, Musk is, pretty emphatic. The sun is everything. It makes up more than 99.8% of all the mass and energy in our entire solar system. He says compared to that, all of our other energy sources on Earth are like cavemen throwing some twigs into a fire.
Okay, so that's energy. What about labor? This is where Musk makes a truly stunning and very, very specific prediction about what's coming in the very near future. He says that in just 3 years,
A Tesla Optimus robot will be a better surgeon than any human being on the planet. I mean, just pause and really think about the implications of that for a second. The absolute best, most precise medical care in the world could become available to everyone, everywhere, for a tiny fraction of the cost. It's a game changer.
So, let's say we get there. The foundations for abundance are secured here on Earth. The vision then expands to something much, much bigger. We're talking a civilizational scale. This is about humanity's next chapter. And to frame this next chapter, Musk uses something called the Kardashev scale. It's a concept from science fiction that measures a civilization's progress based on how much energy it can harness. You can kind of think of it like a progress bar for our entire species. So, the ultimate goal isn't just about making life great here on Earth. The next great challenge for our entire civilization is to climb that energy scale, to capture way, way more of the sun's power, and in doing so, ensure humanity's long-term survival by becoming a multi-planetary species. But even with all this mind-bending technology and galactic ambition, Musk believes the principles that guide an AI-driven future have to be deeply human. He argues that AI has to be programmed, at its core, to value truth, curiosity, and beauty above everything else.
And all of this leaves us with the final and maybe the most important question of all. In a world where AI and robots can take care of our every need, where the whole idea of working for a living just vanishes, what gives our lives meaning? What will our purpose be? That, right there, is the ultimate challenge waiting for us.